The following is a presentation of MRE Uno, Division 1.
Today is a different type of day. It's a different day because we're playing on a birthday. But we'll get to him a little bit later. But first, the aura starts to change. The clouds move in. Maybe thunder roars? Do you head indoors? You should. But not this time. It's Bad Brad on the track calling in. For Bad Brad, it was a tough T2. Losing to M, which right now has been an interesting loss. He said before and in the past, quote, "This is my time. I just got to keep winning." Will he win today and spoil the birthday boy, James Ellison? And for James, happy birthday to him. He'll be a train bro today, looking to get the job done, be the conductor of this match, and see if he can move into a Tango 32, where he'll get his best dancing shoes forward. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Bad Brad H versus James Ellison in this Cupid Region Shuffle game. A lot of stakes coming. We saw what happened last night. But first, let's get to today's schedule. We obviously are having 3 7-10s. We lost one of those. Dripping M. It's been postponed. We are looking at potentially Sunday afternoon. We don't know a time on that confirmed yet, other than 2 to 4. We'll keep you guys posted. Here's our first 7-10 of the day and our first stream game of the day. Bad Brad versus James Ellison in the Cupid Shuffle region. They know what to expect here. Big one coming up. Then right after, in the same region, it's the 5-12 Vapor Leah. The crazy part of that one is the winner of that one gets Lane Sanders, which we'll talk a little bit maybe during the program. We've had some crazy results, a lot of upsets. And lastly, will G-Man get that first win of the season and become potentially the 53rd winner if Leah gets one ahead and get his first series win of the season against Kev Shear, another 7-10 at 9 o'clock, Dragon Dance region. I believe that should be Big Disco region. We apologize. We'll fix that. I'm sure we'll take care of that as the Big Disco region. Big Disco is back in the building. Let's go to the pod, and what a series of events last night that happened. JT down 3-0, rallied back against Clint B, or Clint Green, as we like to call him, 4-3. It was a wild game. I caught a little bit of it. It seemed like it was just composure towards the end for JT that got him the win. Clint did get 3 off him early, but never had a chance to rally and close it out and took the L. Bad Brad versus Ellison next. Tomorrow we'll have Caesar England, which is supposed to be a big matchup for Caesar. He's talked about making E8s. Winner gets ALP. Could be a ranked game. We'll find out. But that's tomorrow. And then it is now here as we go into the scene. There's Bad Brad checking in with James Ellison. Caesar will be joining us as ref and shortest commentary. Let's cut to the chase short. It's James Ellison playing on his birthday. Happy birthday, James. And Bad Brad, who's had an interesting road to get here. A lot of big names have lost in front in Super League. He's the 12th best player. 11's lost. 10's lost. You know, there's questions about the number 8 best player. Stingray's a lot of big names have lost. What do you think Brad's got to do to stay locked in, knowing the chaos has happened, and keep a cooler head? And how does Ellison upset the train? We know he likes to play cards pretty quick and get off the draw city fast. Do you think he changes that here today? Let's find out. What do you think, Short?
Yeah, I think for Brad, I mean, this is going to be a big. Obviously, you talk about the guys in front of him in our first Super League rankings that have fallen early on in this tournament. I mean, it's going to be a big. It can be a big jump for him just to win a series, really. And you'd think that moving up into the top 10 of Super League rankings, it would take more than a series, but there just a lot of chaos. And like I said this on the Wildcard podcast, I mean, I thought the chaos would calm a little, but just more people are winning. And like, you obviously have G-Man later tonight with the opportunity to get his first win, be the 53rd out of a field of 63 or 64 players that have a win, which is just remarkable to think about. But yeah, big opportunity for Brad. And for Ellison, I mean, he in April got smacked by Tapir on his road, on Tapir's crazy road to the Final Four. Unfortunate for him to not doing as well this tournament. Got reverse swept by Lane, but For him, he's just got to put that result behind him and try and get another win on the season.
Yeah, and remember, just a quick omission there. It's 53rd winner if Leah does not pull off the upset. If Leah does, that'll be 52nd. G would be 53.
Oh, that is correct. Yes.
We'll see. Who knows? We have Pac tomorrow. He's there's just a lot of things that are happening. It's crazy. Caesar, your thoughts on Bad Brad versus Short? We're going to go to Brad here. Brad, look, a lot has been said about you and just the Super League rankings. You just said you've got to stay through it, got to stick with it. You look at the path ahead. You know James is a guy that really doesn't like Draw City. Do you use that to your advantage today, knowing it's early? And what's your plan of attack in terms of the mindset, how you stay focused? And, of course, Brad, you told me in a press conference entering this game, you light chips. What chips did you have before the game? James, happy birthday. Great way to light the candle here to start it off. What's your plan today? Not only to celebrate the birthday, but to maybe light the candle and win a game here. How have you learned from your last exit on all different aspects of the game as it has evolved with styles and tactics? Let me know. You guys can type it out in the chat or you can speak it out, whatever you like to do. I think everyone's just going to type it. Caesar's good too. Like I said, a lot of things have happened while they type. It's been a crazy row. We saw Tapir lose in what was a reverse sweep. We saw an upset last night. Speaking of 7-10s, big upset. Lara Hua got the All Battle of Canada. Lara Radin is a match. I mean, there's just so many things that have happened. Short Toasty Nick. Zay versus no one had these matchups coming in. There's only been a couple where you could think, all right, classic 1-8 or classic 1-9 or a classic 2.
Mhm.
There's not been many of them. 2 seeds have been going down. We lost Llamas. JT nearly lost. Things are just going crazy. And that's just part of the traditions here at this league. Is we've seen a lot of curses. This all this talk about that. You got to put that to the side. Usually the best players to know how to weed through the weeds in a way, and the snakes through the grass will eventually get to the promised land. Do you think that's going to be the same case today?
Yeah, I think. I mean, for both these guys, I mean, they like you look at where these two sit in the bracket. I mean, Brad trying to get a match against JT, trying to get another win, move up in those rankings, and potentially have a shot at Turner. I mean, he definitely. I mean, obviously, unfortunately, we send our thoughts and prayers to him. His granddad passed away yesterday. I found out
We
during
do
the
indeed,
series, and but he got the reverse sweep done, and that despite that he could still be vulnerable, not because of the other part, but because of the fact that he almost got swept by Clint, and he was resilient. Give him credit, but it's definitely a sign for and either of these guys winning could have a shot at Turner, and then you look at that bottom part of the bracket. You got Caesar, who's in with us reffing. He's going to be playing Sam. Could have a shot at ALP. But talking about it overall, I mean, it's pretty crazy what's going on. Toasty over Sanford. I mean, Lara over MGR.
All 3 wins. I like it.
Yeah, watching Lara over MGR. Lara just looked like the higher seed in that game. Like MGR just. I mean, he improved on the power play from his April performance, but Lara just seemed like the better player there, and obviously Radin, my goodness, I mean, crazy to think that he almost got reverse swept, but by Llamas. I mean, that's a sign of resilience from the Llama, but there's just so many things to talk about in this tournament. I can only tell you a recap of the round of 64 would take forever.
Yeah, well, let's all have a podcast. We'll get that going next week. Looks like a lot of things have happened. It's been a brutal round. We were going to definitely learn from this as a host as well. I got to prevent what happened from repeating. I said I had to do it. Can't tell what I would have erased memories. All right. Brad says there's no free wins. Well, in this case, Brad,
No,
it really isn't. This league is at no law. This should be a fun game. All right. I think we're good. Pre-game's over. We know we're on a little time punch. I'm going to take the call for game 1. And Short, please give the honors to Bad Brad, who will get the call on game 1.
All right, Brad, welcome back to tournament play, and you get the call for game 1 as the 7 seed over the 10, and free choice. How many cards? 10.
All right, we're going to load it up. I'm just going to get that loaded in. Copy, paste it. Let's get it loaded because I know we are on a time pinch, and we understand. Bad Brad ready to join in. Here comes James. Interesting, says Ellison. It's his birthday. Does he light 10 candles at the end of the night? We'll find out. Regardless, here we go. We're in. We're playing some Uno. Can James become the first, at least known player to win on his birthday in this league? That'd be something to watch. We'll find out. Bad Brad's in. Ellison's in. We're starting up. We're underway with the Red 7. In this Cupid Shuffle first round SALSA 64 game. All aboard, but which train will go the furthest? Will it be the James train or will it be the Bad Brad
The train that
lurking in the
he's
back?
literally on right now.
Yeah, train bros for Ellison. All right, here comes Bad Brad, sorting through the hand, 10 cards. And the key here is we talk about this short. It seems to be a massive theme. Started last year with Varigold, as Bad Brad's going to do the old KT shuffle, Peter shuffle with the Deafin trick, Caesar as well. We talk about this last year as the old goals trick, and Ashley's done it. We talk about sorting through the hand. I know I do it. There's a lot of players that do that now, and it's becoming a popular trend for sure.
Definitely. Think stock, as you call it. Taking their time, making sure that they don't. They really think about what kind of connections they can make from their cards, not just from ammo, but like potentially number combinations, and en route to a victory.
Yeah, we've seen it all. As Ellison, like I said, is one of the most interesting players in the league. Does not like draw city. He will be a guy that as soon as he gets off it, he will get off it. He'll get off that train quick. Brad is a guy that's very intermixed. He can play the draw city game, or he can sometimes just be the same way and just doesn't like it. We'll see how it goes. One up this time from the Bad Brad himself. You know, Super League, we talk about that all the time, and as we kind of build up the pace here in this game, as we go one up this time, we talk about Super League and when's the playoff games? Well, the playoff games are going to be next round short. We're looking at potentially 4 or 5 massive marquee matchups where it's going to be ranked on ranked crime. That's what we're going to know. And if we do get Bad Brad, as here comes Ellison with a double play and JT, what a game that would be. 5 versus 12. That truly is a CFP type game,
Yeah,
especially with the new CFP coming.
the new 12 team format. Yeah, you have Brad and yeah, I'm just looking at the
JT.
Yeah, yeah, Brad and JT. That's 6 versus 12.
Oh, I'm sorry. So that's right.
Yeah,
That's right.
Yeah,
It's still very
close enough. Yeah. I was just
mid-season rank game. Yeah, mid-season rank game.
I was looking at the I was cross-referencing the bracket and the rankings. Yeah. And you have also Ghost in the top 25. He'll take on number 1 Ashley, 1 versus 23. As unfortunately Ashley with the DQ win over Eric Monaco. Down there in the acrobatic region. But
yeah, there's a lot to go over, man. There's so many storylines that we'll see in Tango 32. You know, the old talk of the big name steers, Brad's going to see if he can continue his red train. All the big names we got, but at the end of the day, they're still here, right? We still have all 4 ones. We still have a couple 2s. There's still a lot to be talked about. And with Super League on the line, it's all going to come down to who has the most composure, especially in the next tournament where things really get crazy. But for right now, it's here. That's then. Here's now. Look at that, man. Yellow 1 from Bad Brad. He's going to give Ellison a little bit of a free pass right here. Free ticket.
if Caesar wins tomorrow, that'll set up a top 15 versus 24, similar to what ALP had against Brock, 17 versus 24, and that would be Caesar's be 15. That be on the other side of this half of the bracket. As ALP's already in. Caesar against Sam tomorrow.
A lot of matchups we could potentially be in store. We're going with the yellow 9 now for Bad Brad. Here comes Ellison, 7 down to the 2. Only Ellison with the draw early gives Bad Brad a little bit of a 2-possession lead, but on a 10-card start, things can go early and things can go late. Let's see where the ammo starts to fire in. Bad Brad now. Drawn. Here comes Ellison. Can he continue to run those yellow? Like I said, it's Ellison. The longer we can stay on a color, less draw city, that you'd think that would favor him. 3 up. He goes to the 3. 1 up this time. Now, let's see what Bad Brad can do. Does he change the color? He does, in the green. Let's see what will be from James Ellison, looking to run this down a little more. He's got the +2, looking for the dubs. Let's see, do we get more ammo for the red reverse this season? We'll find out. James just goes with the classic 1-2. Okay. Sends Brad packing slightly back. Sure, a little bit of ammo right there, but still calm. Nothing crazy game here.
Calm and collected.
Yep.
No doubt about it. Nothing crazy to
Bad
talk
Brad.
about yet.
Bad Brad now loading up. Won't be from the bad Brad himself. Brad doing a good job so far, like I said, through the season, just running through the gauntlet when he can. Despite the losses, he's going to go for the triple play and send Ellison packing back with 6. Bad Brad in the driver's seat now. Bad Brad erases the +2 as well, so that's +2 at a +1. He's in the positives right there. Back to where he needs to be. Ellison not going to waste time. Throw some ammunition out the door here. Looking for the double into a triple, maybe. Sure. Let's see what he got. He does get a double for the triple.
Triple.
Looking for the red switch. Interesting. Red had been played earlier. Off a draw from Ellison. Let's see if he's got something more. Does he go for the trips in the quad? Maybe a +2? Yeah, there's the +2.
Whoa.
Right on time. It's 3 +2s used. Excuse me, 4 +2s. All different. No, sorry. Both +2s used.
Oh, no. Well, yeah, four in the last, like, 4 in the last few turns here.
Yep. No more green +2s are interested. Nope. All right, so that's Ellison with the quad, and he's going to finish it off with a little red 2 special. Nice. Now Bad Brad. See if he's got something. He's been very quick to fire back. Ellison just needs 2 more to erase that +6. Bad Brad, though, a little bit different. Now he's going to be on defense here. He's just going to draw. Okay, James is a guy that we talk about this. Can't stand draw city. This is his first test. Let's see. James going to take his time here. You know, if he can stay in this color, though, it's a different type of situation. If he can stay here, it would not be in a worse spot. James looking for it. Looking for 4. Does he have it? Oh my, he's got even more. Here comes split ammo from Ellison.
Oh my goodness, what a great use of split ammo right there.
James with the split ammo looking for a double here for sure. Maybe a triple. Let's see. Just a double. Good move there. I don't mind that. Still sends him backpacking. Still within the range. Back to 10, 11 cards short. Not bad right there. Good use of ammo control.
Absolutely.
I'd say it's the worst in the world. Bad Brad has to think about the colors. And we talk about fending off. It's one thing to fend off at 2 or 3 cards. It's another thing to fend off at 1 card. We've only seen a couple do that this tournament. We've seen it in the past, though. That's where usually the clutch genes come out. It's still early in the series. Don't expect anything stupid here. I expect Bad Brad to maybe fire back with classic 1-2s, but I don't think he would start burning it up, considering the +2s have been winding down. Bad Brad looking for possibly a switch or an end-around play here. It's what I'm sensing. Bad really taking his time. He's going to go with the second +2 of the blue. Here's a trips. Brad to get to 8, maybe 7. Maybe a quint. Does he go for the quint play? He does have a quint play.
+6
okay.
to Ellison, though.
+2s are at the wazoo. Yeah, +6 at the wazoo. Brad now? Back in the driver's seat.
He's dropped on him, too.
I like it. I like it from Brad. Anything I'm going to do as well. Puts Ellison backpacking. Brad now in the lead. 5-9 special. You sure? This is a key point now. We're losing the +2. We still got some reverses, skips, and of course the regular wilds, which we haven't seen yet.
Just as you say that.
Not perfect. Walked into that one. Here comes Ellison looking for the double, maybe into a triple. Nope, 0 sugar. All right. He races that +6, started it off with a double play. Trying to race it. 4 more to go. Brad, though, interestingly enough, though, short. When he did the +6 earlier, sometimes he has less. Does he have more in the tank? That's what I'm trying. Does he have more in the tank? We've seen Brad. Sometimes don't. Sometimes do. It's 50-50. Let's see if he has it right here. Hard switch, too. Be a very hard switch on a 0. So bad. Let's see if Bad Brad can cook up another yellow stormer. He's taking his time. Bad Brad. Does he have some split ammo game up his sleeve? Let's see. Very, very, very early for power play. I don't expect it here.
No, definitely not.
Nope. All right, Bad does have some up his sleeve. Yellow 8. Bad Brad looking good now. Here comes James. Off that double play. Does he have a triple? He has a triple in yellow. Did not run out. Forces Bad Brad now to make a decision. Does Bad Brad switch it, or does he keep it clean on the yellow still? Possible end arounds could always be something Ellison could look into as well. That's what he's starting to analyze right here. Bad Brad now looking really clean right here. So he's typing him in short. He could have something here. Let's see. Bad Brad, like I said, a guy that knows how to play split ammo very well. It seems to be a popular trend. Things are looking up for him. Does he have something cooked right here? Putting some barbecue on those chips. Here comes Brad. Bad Brad really typing his storm here. This is something short. This is something.
Did you say what chips he was eating? I missed that.
No, he didn't. We'll get him game one. We'll get him game one. Post game one. Bad Brad, the chips. Oh my. He's switching it into blue. Thought about that one. That's a little bit of a thing. Stop. No problem, Caesar. Let me know when you get back. Ellison now. He was content with the blue earlier, so that's no issue for James. Bad running. Can Bad Brad do it again and possibly put himself into a check situation right here on a double play?
Oh.
That is a clear definition of I'm on check.
Oh my goodness.
Cross thread from blue to yellow, and he's back in the yellow. Ellison now can't believe what he just saw. He knows something's up. First wild of the game of the regular variety. Sure, I think this is a no-brainer. If you're James, if he has it, you got to drop it, but he doesn't. Bad Brad could have it right here. With how good everyone is in this league, you would think Bad Brad would have it. Looking for a double to finish. Bad Brad with the double ampersands. Does he have it? Takes his time. Thinks stop. Little hesitation from the Brad. He's just going to go one.
One up this time.
Ooh, okay. Bad Brad. Interesting. Oh, I do apologize. Right, he drew, so he's not at one. I'm sorry. That's my fault. I thought he was. All right, here comes James now. Let's see. James needs something here, or does he keep it cool?
Ooh.
He goes to risky short, risky business.
Risky business indeed. Oh, doesn't matter. You didn't need the Uno call anyway.
Then the Bad Brad split ammo at its finest. Game one. Bad Brad. Oh, you can't hear us. There he is. Now here's Brad. Brad, thank you for unmuting, my friend. Two things, man. We didn't get what was the flavor of chips you had before the game? Number two, we talk about split ammo all the time, Brad. You've been a big proponent ever since that loss to, I would say, myself, of trying to learn the system of split ammo, understand how to make runs. Do you think momentum-based runs is something you're still learning in this game, and you had a good execution there by trading back and forth with the plus twos? For James, did you think those plus twos were worth it to give Brad a little bit more differential and then try to attack it later in the series? Did you think that was worth the risk? And how can you attack knowing this is a mid-tier package start? It's considering Brad did have a lot of split. I'm sure it seemed like at the end of the games where the ammo really popped up, but it took that plus two initially to get the fire started. Do you think that's a rare case of, all right, we're just going to let the fire start early? It's a mid-tier package. You don't want to risk a 2-3 bag. I had to give it a go, I figured. Do you think it's a little bit of case of, you know what? Let's give it a go, right? Of course. And with the plus two being the fire star, which is not usually the first fire star. Usually it's the plus fours, but with the plus twos back to back, do you think that was a message for both players saying, hey, it's going to be a late ammo game?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, the splitting the ammo was well, but like controlling and waiting until it starts to get the clutch time to drop all that stuff. Yeah, I mean, they were both showing that they both knew how to control the ammo, find the right time to use it, and use it to clap back at their opponent if needed.
Bad Brad, very good win there. Nothing really to add from James. He said he had to give it a go. We'll see what he can do in this game too. James trying to get one back. That's all he needs, right? Sure. I mean, if you're on the road, all you need is one at home.
Oh, exactly.
One on the road.
Yep.
All you got to do is split, especially for James, who's a big underdog in this. We've seen what happened last night with the 7-10s with the first upset. Didn't see the second one today, but This is technically the third game I was supposed to go off of this 7-10 battle. Should have been the rubber match. We'll see. We'll see the final scheduled one tonight at 9 o'clock on the non-stream. But we'll see what happens right here for either player. Bad Brad right now, early in the lead, 1-0. Like I said, as he continues to type, winner of this game gets JT. I had the right time. I knew I wanted to hold into the wild and +4. I had the 7 switch, and James played the 7 for me, which was pretty lucky. All right. Fair enough. Fair enough. Brad, what flavor of chips, man? If you had, we said in the press conference you like those chips to fill you up for a match. What was the flavor? We got to ask, man. Oh wow! No, hey, did you have anything? Did you have anything? Not today. Not today. All right. Oh, that's what I said. Oh, I said that against Andreas. No, God, no.
No, ew, gross. That's awful. That is a terrible choice.
No.
That's just horrible. That's just horrible.
Yeah, I agree with Brad. What are we doing? All right, here we go.
Yeah,
let's get to game 2. Let's get to game 2.
I have to.
What are we doing? We gotta do it.
All right.
Bad Brad, game 2. Sure, take care of it.
All right, Brad. Can't pick 10. You're picking 11.
All right, this is interesting.
Unemployment line for me.
Bad Brad, I'll take the game 2 call. Short's going to get Ellison's homestand on his birthday, make it special. Bad Brad deafens. James looking to get that 1-1 and make this a real interesting series on his B-Day. Here we go. Comes James. Big moment in this series, Short. You don't want to fall down 2-0. Here comes Ellison in. Bad Brad started up. Green 8. Here we go. All right. Well, sure, we talk about this all the time, too. In these first-round games, the first game, especially in a new tournament, is a feeler game. Do you think that's starting to fade away a little bit, or do you think that still exists? Because a 7-10, 8-9, 6-11, 5-12, 4-13, to an extent, even those three, it seems like every game matters, unless you're a 1 seed, I think is the only exception. You may be able to play around with it. Or do you think the league has just gotten too good where those game 1 feelers, you lose them, they can be a difference between life or death?
Well, in major sports, at least in America, like basketball, hockey, baseball, like the vast majority of teams that win the game 1 in a best of 7 often go on to win the series. Now, I mean, obviously it's not a done deal if you win game 1. We saw it with Ratton. We saw it with Clint. Like, it can happen where if you, like, obviously those are the most extreme examples in the league this tournament, but like winning game 1, I mean, it goes a long way because it really gets that momentum going, or you're starting to build that platform, like you say. The quicker you build the platform, the faster you're going to build the statue in the end, so to speak.
Sure.
I mean, feeler games can happen. I mean, that was kind of a feeler game for James, trying some stuff, and like if you're confident that you can bounce back from a loss if you're trying something like that, sure, all power to you. But it seems like game 1s are starting to get a little bit more important. Like, you got to start that momentum off rather than maybe experiment as much. But obviously, it's up to the player.
It is always going to be on the player, there's no doubt, for sure. We'll find out what happens now. It's interesting from Brad, really interesting. A switch right there, and then he drew. That's could be a fade look. We'll see. Here comes Bad Brad looking for some top deck heaven right here. This is cross threading right here, Short, for sure. No worries, man. And Caesar, if you're back, my friend, that was an 11 card start. No worries. We're keeping track at home. Just let me know if you're back, big man. Appreciate you. Green 2 now. Brad Ellison on the cross thread as Nick joins us. This is an interesting one to start. Bad Brad started it off, just joining us late with the 1-0. Then he does a yellow 8, then Drew, and then cross threads back into green. It's a cross thread technique. We've seen this before, but it hasn't been used as much lately, with split ammo being the dominant name of the game, as well as sneak attacks, which is still rare, but we've seen that as well. And flexing finishes are still popular in round 1. We've seen everything in round 1. But this cross-threading technique is interesting. All right, no worries, Caesar. It's 11 cards for game 2. Bad Brad is doing the 10-11 special. Here comes James trying some things right here. He's trying his best. Maybe use that experimental game as we always say, a platformer. That is not a platform move. That is a big, interesting check early, especially at 11 card. It's a move and a half. But Bad Brad is not going to be phased by it and just run that one nice and clean. Here comes Ellison looking for the blue +2. Not wasting time. Looking for that dubs. Double move right. Does he have it? God, thank you if you're Bad Brad. Not phased by this with the +2s earlier. I think he's in a solid spot here, even if it's that +2. Solid spot. Nice work. Even for Ellison to do the old double play. Not a big problem for either player. It was not a +6, +2. You can get away with it. Short back.
Ease.
Oh, you haven't missed much, man. Just a Bad Brad. Did a little cross threading, and of course James dropped that blue wild, which is a little bit of a check, but not really because we've been at 8-9 cards. So
No,
Bad
no,
Brad was
Bad
content.
Brad. I got some sun chips. I don't know if he likes sun chips, but I do.
No. He likes. It was Tim's. I think he liked Tim's chips. That's a special kind.
I haven't had those.
Gotta ask Brad. Post game. Here comes Bad. This is some crazy cross threading from Bad Brad. 2-color stuff. I've seen this one before. Oh my word.
+6 again?
The same quit move for Bad Brad on a 9 finish. This time in green. Bad Brad.
James, I don't blame you. I really don't.
This is the old Andreas. This guy.
This guy.
This guy.
This
Bad
man.
Brad.
Then it became this man.
Well, now it's what the heck.
What the heck?
All right, well, Bad Brad is not phased by it. Man. All right, well, Bad Brad with all the ammo, and it's been +2 heaven for most of these guys. Think about it. James played the first +2 in the last game. Bad Brad answered it back. Then James answered it back with a +. They're just cross-threading on these +2s. Interesting. It's a new kind. It reminds me of a game last year, Caesar. As great move by Ellison with some ISO play. Reminds me of old school last year. We saw this a lot in the regular season. We're bringing it back. Does Bad Brad have some 9 heaven? Maybe a switch to red or yellow, perhaps. I wouldn't think he would cross-thread again. There's a slow chance he would, but we never know. Slim chance. We saw it last year. He's going to run the blues. Interesting. Bad Brad. It does remind me of it, too, for sure. We saw this last year. Short, you going to say something?
No.
Oh, you guys, I thought your mic was coming. You're good, man. Zero sugar. Similar moves, Short. Bad Brad. What did they do last game? That zero isolation. James, zero isolation. They're trying to use the zeros as leverage for their hand. That's interesting.
They're just going back and forth.
James, though, a long way to go to erase that +6. Needs 4 more. Now 3 more. Bad Brad just going back on that blue. Keeping it clean. Remember, he had the +2. Now, James, interestingly enough, it's just been blue and green game mostly. We had a little bit top yellow, but that was short-lived. Still blue-green for the most part. Red is lurking. Yellow still is deep in the little sand pit right there. Here comes Bad Brad. Still content with the blue. Does he pull the pin right here? He's going to draw, and it's going to be a clean. Interesting, Short. It's almost like he's forcing. He's forcing something. He's forcing that switch. Now, Bad Brad draws back. James, we know the story coming in, documented in this game. Not a guy that likes draw city. Prefers to run it clean as much as possible. Sometimes, sure, you just got to like the low line. That's how James Ellison rides on this train. He likes the low line. Brad's got to go high, middle, or low. He can go all over the place. James wants to be low. Ride that efficiency. Run it down, clean.
Clint play.
James looking for that double after the Clint play. He will have it for sure. The birthday boy does, and he might have a triple play. Let's see. Blue skip could have been a warning shot, but I think it's going to be more of a... Oh, wow. Well, we've seen that one before. Trying to limit Brad on the old
reverse
numbers, but does Brad... Yeah, he's going to try to limit the number game. Does Brad the reverse off top?
Dares him to switch.
That could be used as a dare move. We don't see that a lot from every player. It's getting more popular. Cap has been one of the biggest proponents coming in with that.
Yeah,
Tapir likes to do it a lot. Another big player. Ashley can do it sometimes. A lot of Chomix and a lot of top guys do it short. There's only a couple I know at the top that really don't. Do you think it's a case of, we're just trying to limit the numbers and hope you don't have it? Or like you said, is he just focusing on that switch, honing in and saying, I want you to bait that switch? Let's see.
Yeah, he might be baiting because he doesn't have anything either.
There it is.
There's
the bait.
He wants to see if he can get... Oh!
That's not bait. That could be a mistake. Check. Yeah, indeed. Check from Bad Brad. Ellison now only saving grace so far, short as yellow was wishy-washy on the usage. No red yet. What will it be for James here? Looking for this potential stopper. Is it the +4 just straight out and we're good to go? Yeah, boom. And the red. Nailed that one. Nailed the setup on that one. Here comes James for the double. Hey, man, I see it sometimes. You just see it.
He calls it how he sees it.
Incredible.
Yeah, incredible. Damn right, Caesar. Damn right.
Sometimes you just got to lock in it. Oh, hold on a second. I didn't expect that one. Bad Brad, no red? Is that a redless hand from Bad Brad?
It's only 5. He's only at 5, so he might have had all yellow.
Or maybe he wanted to go back to that.
He might have had a yellow finish, but he might have just not gained any red off that. I mean, it's a possibility. It could happen.
It could be a fatal. Well, we have seen a fatal look, and there's Brad. Maybe top. We don't know if it's top that. We've seen fatal looks before, where you draw on a certain color and then come back around as an end around play with usually a skip reverse combo. But James in a good spot now. He's erased that +6 and is looking clean. And one thing to note, short, as Bad Brad continues to draw back here, is no, it's true. He's just on a 3-color strat with no red. Wow. That is crazy. Now James looking to try to get back into the old caboose here and be the conductor. Great +4. That's changed the momentum for sure.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, he finds that yellow again.
ISO back. Now, interestingly enough, James could have used self-preservation on that +4 and could still run the yellow, or he could have a 1 switch. I think those are his 2 likely plays. If he draws, it's just going to get into his head. So he knows he's got to try to get out of his head here and try to play something so Brad doesn't get too comfortable. Let's see if he's got that 1 habit for the trips 1. Or a little extra fuel in the tank on that yellow, force the red switch, still save a couple yellows on the back end. Let's find out. James looking for the move.
Takes his time, loads up, ready to rock.
Think stop, baby. That's what it's all about. He knows a thing or two about the trains, right? Of course, you got to stop at the destination.
Oh!
That's a double play. And it was the... Wow.
That's a classic.
Classic. I told you about the skip. Sometimes you want to go to end around, and it was a fade look from James to get it done. Big win. Bad Brad. Yeah, on the money as always. Bad Brad, let's start with you. Well, it's early. All right, let's go to James. Let's go to James, really good fade look right there, man. I saw it a mile away. When you did that red +4, you basically forced Brad back into a sense of, hey, you know what? Let's think about doing a mind trick. Fade the yellow, use the +4, let him cook a little bit on a certain color that he may or may not want the red, and boom, force that switch back. Talk to me about how you understood the assignment on not only ammo control, but color control, which has been a big part of your game you've been trying to evolve. Bad Brad, you kind of got outsmarted right there. Did you think that was a good move? Ironically, it's the same exact finish, except we're just 1 turn too short with the 9 at the end of the yellow with the reverse. Did you try to go for more of an aggressive style with that +6 say, hey, you know what? I saw James do it earlier, and we were cross-threading. You just didn't get that +6 you wanted from him as a crossback that ultimately gave James the edge. Do you think you need to turn this game into a shootout more on ammo to give you the best chance? Let me know below, Brad. Sure. Right now, that was really good foresight from both players. I think James. I wouldn't do the +4 mess, Brad. Okay, that's why I said that too. It would think Brad would have it, and sometimes when you do that +4 filler, doesn't mean I have to fade the yellow. Sometimes you don't have to fade. You have to be truthful. But in this case, he faded the yellow, which was great. Go to red, which was the fourth color used. Opened that Pandora's box nicely, and boom, hit him with basically the sneak finish on that yellow at the end. Thoughts on that and how James has evolved and what does Bad Brad got to do now that he's on the road this time? James got the assignment done. He needed the split. That's what he needed for
Yes,
sure.
you needed that split. Yeah, that was a great sneak attack. Snuck up on me as well as sitting here in the booth, but yeah, I mean, they're crossing between those crosses between green and blue, and it eventually makes its way back to yellow. Um, I love James after that +4. Ha! um, but yeah, I mean, both these guys are definitely playing very well, adopting some pretty advanced strats that a lot of players may be quaking in their boots watching.
Well, you know what it is. I was talking to Caesar. He can respond. Caesar, we've seen this last year. Early in the game, that cross-train technique, we see it a lot from last year's players, the last crop of players last year. It was a popular. It hadn't really been brought out. Even Super League kind of faded away. I could go either way. I had nothing for the run. Then it changes late, but it's only game two. Yeah, it will be game 3 in a second. Caesar, real quick, man, your thoughts on just the cross threading coming back here? We saw this a lot in T2 and 3 last year, where it was a popular move, but now it's bringing it back, and that's interesting. Some stuff that's been out of style is back in style, back on the shelves. I had to do that one for short because he's a cashier at the grocery store. Back on the shelves there, slide in. But all right, well, we'll see what Caesar says. Brad basically says it's early. I think we're ready to go. Short, you're going to take the call on the game. I'll spice it up. Let's give it to James. James, my friend, how many cards? Happy birthday. Can't be 11. Well, how many candles are we going to light right here? We're going to light 9 candles. All right. Short, to the honors.
Yes, sir. All right, game 3. Ellison at home now. Birthday boy is ready to rock and roll. Game number 3. And Brad joins up. It is 1-1, best of 5. Here on out, and now we start on the ice cold 7. And for James, trying to get past round 2 after a tough out to Tapir in April. Obviously, had the round 1 loss to Nam, who eventually made the final 4.
Yep, I'll take it over here from short. And Nick says comfortable in the mid tier. I think it's the natural ebb and flow of the game. Old techniques come back at any point now with people trying to fight. Yeah, I mean, you got to understand, sure. I'm going to talk about this in my post round 1 debrief. Bad Brad changed to yellow. Last year in the league, I mean, Caesar can attest to this, Eli as well. We only had about 10, 15 styles prevalent. Of course, there was the outliers, the KTs, the certain peoples of the world that had maybe 20 or 30 more tricks. But the problem is with 10, 15, you were limited on a setup. Now we have about 200 playing styles that I can count with Film Era, which is another thing we haven't even talked about since T2 because it's been so chaotic. There's just a lot more elements in the league. With Practice Cup too, there's so much more elements in the league compared to last year that's made the league evolve, and the players have to get crafty on camo for sure, camouflage and looks. As we go into that yellow 8, 1 down from Ellison, yellow 7, he's the first one to fire some ammo. Bad Brad, aggressive on the switching though. Interesting. Aggressive switching from Bad Brad. We talked about the cross-threading earlier. He's going to go a little more aggressive. James now in a good spot. Bad Brad, when he was switched to red, he had something there on the 7s. Let's see what Bad Brad can do here. Interesting switch. He's going to go with the +2 heaven. Classic uno dos. Now for James here, 2 cards, 2 freshies. If he can fire something away. But knowing James, He's a guy that can also play a test game. Let's see which one he does. Does he fire something away to go for an end around potentially, or does he play the test game? He's going to draw. Interesting. Something he really doesn't do. But he's basically going to do a half test. Does Brad bite into that switch maybe? On the 5 special. Nope. Brad does a good cover up on the red 2. James now looking for something. But he's going to be content to draw City now. Bad Brad in the driver's seat now. Really in the driver's seat is Bad Brad. Looking really clean here. Bad Brad in a solid spot. James looking for something right here. Power play on the board, of course, for both players. Don't expect that anytime soon. It's still 1-1. In the yellow, there's the switchback. That's what I was looking for. Said that earlier. Try to go with the isolation on the numbers. The problem is, does Bad Brad have a number efficiency finish, potentially, to get this win? Bad Brad looking for the check, potentially sneak attack. Double plus. He's going to go number efficient. There it is. Number efficiency. He was going to go with the yellow 6 and a ditto play to boot. Interesting. James now. Did he get caught with his pants down? Let's see. Once again, Caesar. It's that number efficient play. James risking it. Nothing from Bad Brad. Great switch from James. Clutch. Especially since green had not been used yet. A lot of 3 colors for Brad. Can't find the 4th color hands. James looking for a double. He's got a trip going. Oh boy. He's on the trip. James Ellison for the trips. To the quad. Back to blue end around play. From the blue 3 to yellow 3 switch. It's going to be a quad play from James into the blue. Bad Brad was iced out, but does he get it back to check again? James forcing the issue. Bad Brad, content. Check City.
Uno.
Needs to sign that. Back to Uno, needs to sign that check. James, nothing. True ice out play. Bad Brad for the win in a 2-1. No. I would not call that a classic. That is very good isolation, though, because that's a risky classic if that was one. So that's more isolation, taking a gamble. More of a Fitzy Acosta type gamble. Ellison does not like draw City, so I expect him to get out of it as humanly possible fast. Potentially with a top deck +4 or something. Oh, well, close. Wild. Interesting. There's the top deck right there. All right. Yellow 6 now. Bad Brad was iced down early, but does he do a fade look and give Ellison a taste of his own medicine? Bad Brad he was still in check. Remember, this would still put him in check. It's nothing. James in a good spot now. Bad Brad iced back to 3. Here comes James on the attack. That's interesting from James too, man. On the attack on that yellow. This could be some problems for Bad Brad here. James looking to try to stay clean here. Bad Brad typing a storm. It's just check. No power play for Bad Brad here. He's got to play it natural. Nothing.
Uno.
Is that game from James? Is that game from James to light the candle to go up 2-1? Survey says, is it number efficiency or just a classic? I ran the yellow, played the wild, and did the pace. He's got the pace. Lights it with the number 1 candle. Oh boy, James Ellison up 2-1, and once again, James, incredible foresight on your part to say, you know what, let's go with the quad play. Brad threw the early +2. You didn't panic. Did a ballsy call. Saw the game earlier, said he doesn't have that 4th color, went with the green, took a gamble, went back to blue, triple isolation into the yellow wild top deck, and ran it clean. Talk to me about how you were able to relegate Brad's temperature right there. Because early he had the temperature and the pace on the +2. Did you sense something that Brad was doing a little bit? Was it the lack of colors exploitation on the green that ultimately gave you the win? You felt confident enough to say all he had was a couple of just filler cards? Brad, it seems like this is the second game in a row where you just need that last color. And unfortunately, Green bit you on the butt there. Are you content with these losses knowing it's not even a bot issue? It's just where you can't get the one color and you can't work with 3-color efficiency. Short if you're muted, all good. See, it's your 3-color efficiency in this league. It's not something we talk about a lot. We talk about it with the top guys. That's the one thing. If you don't have that 4th color, how to isolate one color is the difference between winning and losing a game. Was honestly just throw it and hope it sticks. All right. It's that 3-color efficiency. You can start mastering those hands, Caesar. That's when you can start transponding and transcending to be a top 5 player. I think a lot of people are going to look at what Ellison did there and say, you know what? Force him with that 3-color, see if it works. We'll see what Bad Brad says about the 3-color question. I asked if he's content with those L's. As Short took a little step away. It's James, though, up 2-1. Big one. With the 9, too. Interesting. All right. Bad Brad down 2-1 here. James is cooking. I just didn't give anything, just didn't have anything to finish again. James just made he did. He made the clutch moves, and those jeans are working out nice. James Ellison, firing away. Yeah, number efficiency, of course, and then a 3-color efficiency too, Caesar. Sure, you haven't missed much, man. Solid game so far. Ellison up 2-1.
I didn't see some of it, but I totally agree with Caesar in principle.
That's all you need, man. Yeah, it was all good. That's all we need to say. All right. It's going to go back to Ellison. He's up 2-1, looking for the 3-1 right here. Or does Bad Brad split the Ellison homestand? We really make this interesting to a best of 3. James, your call, my friend. Can't be 9 candles this time. What is it going to be? 8 candles instead. All right, 8 candles instead. I will take the old call. Oh, God. Oh, that's just wrong. Anyway. That's a lot of wax.
No wonder what happened to Eli in his match. He ate candles.
Whoa. What's the nom question? Was it good? Okay. I remember that like yesterday. I think, actually, I'll explain off stream. Anyway, yeah. James Ellison. Oh,
Cake
yeah.
wax.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay. Anyway. All good. We're starting up. Ellison, green 7. What a shocker this would be. If he gets the 3-1. Bad Brad is having issues on that 4th. He can't find the 4th color, and that's what it takes in this league. If you can't win on games with 2-3-color efficiency, it's very hard to win when you get all the colors sometimes. But when you can't win on 2-3, it's hard. It's easy to win on all 4 colors. When you can't win on 2-3, it gets in your head like, what do I gotta do? And there it is again. That's 3 in a row for Bad Brad. No green. Now, let's see if Bad Brad can lock himself and get out of this situation. But James is really going to test it here. Test it fast. Short, this could be a fade look from Ellison. We saw this earlier in the game. I mean, we saw it. He may have green. He might have green still. This could be a fade look. I think Brad's going to be content to run it clean here. This is a fade look, potentially. Now, Brad, after that early draw, not in a bad spot, back to 8 to the OG combo. James looking for 4, maybe. Yep, there's a skip looking for 4. God, and once again, it's been the 0 sugar efficiency on both these guys to know when they play that 0, just to time it right so you don't switch off. Bad Brad now. The baddest man in Washington State is going to do the +6, not wasting time. Ho, ho, ho. Bad Brad flips the table on him. And James does the old what the heck. James Ellison was running, but now he's going to have 6 more cards. Bad Brad in a good spot. But this is James with 6 freshies and some really good ISO tactics this series so far, Caesar. He's done a great job isolating Brad, not letting the +6, despite the little 3 ellipses, get to his head. He's kept it composed. A lot more improvement compared to the Bryan Definitely Tapir series. Don't even mind the +4 there. Brad, that's a taste of your own medicine.
He's got to fight it some way. I mean, Bryan just keeps
Smart
burying
move.
him. He's got to cancel it out.
Smart move. I don't mind it. Nice ISO move. It could be still ISO move. We saw the plus. Look what he did on the red. But that was at a different spot. It was Uno versus 5. This is a little different with James back to 8. Brad not really phased by this though either. He's been pretty good on ammo control as well. I mean, one thing about Brad, he's a fighter himself, but he also knows when to stop and think and use a test theory. Let's see. He's going to test it here, but this is James. I'm thinking he's going to have some more blue. Yep, not a problem. So right now, it's just a case of I think Brad wants this game into a shootout. James does not want a shootout. You can see it. Brad is willing to pace the game into a shootout style, high flying West Coast style offense, air it out, air raid it.
Air raid.
James is more. He's going air raid mode. Ellison's going to try to go for more of these triple options. Brad in the yellow. That was the fade look back from Ellison. We talked about this. Did he fade the yellow correctly? And did a nice trim on those sideburns on a haircut. He does. He does a perfect sideburn fade. Once again, back to the yellow. James faded it with the +4 in the yellow, and that's Brad trying to pick up on. He's trying to pick up on what James is throwing down. I think he's got something in the tank right here. I think he's got something more in the tank, short. I don't think he would fade back to yellow. He's hoping either Ellison runs out or does a fade look back to red for a switch. I think that's what he's looking for.
It might be a little bait to try and switch back, but Ellison's running with it, so let's see what transpires here.
Bad Brad doing a good job trying to withstand that fade from Ellison. Remember, long way to go. He's hoping Ellison runs out of yellow. That's what he's trying to do is ISO the yellow. Does James bite on a switch? But and James biting on a switch has worked this series. Think about it. It's been working. Not a big mistake. Brad has shown 3-color isolation. There's back to green. Bad Brad drew off of it, but Ellison throw 4 freshies. I think Bad Brad could either fade this one or go for a 5 combo. Yep, there it is. The 5 combo. He's going to fade the green. Now they're both fading. They both have sideburns now. Fresh fade on the left and the right.
Trips 5.
Trips 5. The Larson line. Let's see what it'll be from James Ellison. He's going to run it clean. Bad Brad now. Did he fade too much, or did he just time that right? He talked about not having anything to the finish. He's going to check it right here. There's the red I was talking about. There's the red.
He gets it himself.
There it is. There it is. Caesar, we've seen this one. Classic foresight. 0 sugar to play from Ellison. I think it's a smart move. It's all you can do. I think it's in Bad Brad's hands to win this game right now, short. I think he's done a good job of racing that +4 from earlier, and he could be able to finish it off right here. Let's see. Bad Brad got himself close to that checkered flag in this game. Does he have it? He's just going to run it clean. We saw it earlier. Ellison just made stick on that yellow wild, and he ran it clean. See if Bad Brad could do the same. Here comes Ellison, looking for it right here. Brad is typing. Oh, whoa, Brad. Trying to get in his head. That's check from James.
Oh, no.
That's check. Bad Brad. Does he have a sneak? Nothing. He just plays it cool. James Ellison away at 3-1. Was that red switch too much from the fade from Bad Brad? No. Clutch.
No way.
No way, says. And it's
Whoa! Whoa!
KT sneaks! The KT sneaks! Bad Brad. Oh, he learned from me. Bad Brad, you just stole my heart. Oh my God.
And you know something,
Damn.
KT, that is a classic example of no table check. 623.
I thought I had one more card. Didn't even know. Oh, Brad, you don't even say that.
You're supposed to go, Brad. You're supposed to go along with it. You're supposed to say, "Yeah, I did that."
Brad, all good.
I was gonna say. Well,
Oh,
the thing about that. No, you're supposed to play it off like you meant to do that.
The KT sneaks, the KT sneak attack.
You're supposed to say, yeah, I learned that from KT. Yeah, learned that from the GOAT. Yeah, but I just wanted to say before we jump to them, that's a sign that you gotta check the table at some point. These guys have not checked the table that much. I mean, we were 30 seconds from a ref initiated one that would have exposed this entire plot. Really, not whether it was intentional or not, but I mean it's good for the sneak attacks, but like for Ellison, he got caught with his pants down there.
He did. That was really going to be my question on really for Brad. You basically played the same thing James did with the Wild, and when he did the yellow to red, and you ran it down. But it's hard for me to ask a question if you thought you had one more card. I'm a little puzzled by that, but it worked. Brad, are you trying to get this into an air raid game, man? Let's keep firing the ammo, right? Let's fire it off early. Let's hope Ellison sticks it and just keep air raiding him out. James, you got caught with your pants down. Is it a case of you just had to use your resources on the table check wisely?
I don't think many of us know.
I don't even know. This seems like an air raid. It seems like an air raid for Brad. Aerial attack, aerial assault from Brad. I don't really have much to. I don't have much to say, Short. That was one of the first games where, because Brad said that, it's not a true sneak attack. I mean, it basically what it was a fade look. He just mistyped on the cards, and we talk about this. We saw it in the probably the best example was the Allen series. There was more table checks for me than him. So the people are starting to catch up, but you still have to know when to use your resources. Why? That's what table checks are there for. They're a resource tool. They're not an operation every time, for sure.
Oh no, not every time at all. But like, I mean, this entire thing happened. I mean, I check the table more as a player, because especially like I played in a lot of fast-paced ammo dumping games where like you can lose track pretty fast. And it's a little bit slower between these two, so maybe they can keep track in their own heads and make the other think that they're pulling one over on them. But either way, it's like you gotta at least make a shot at it once, especially with all this ammo being thrown around. All those draws, it can jumble things up a little if you can't do math on the fly or keep track of where they are. So I mean, it's a tough thing, but like I mean it's a strategy. So I can't say that it's like a do or die thing to check the table, but I mean I would if I were in that situation.
Tied at 2. Big one here. We're going to game 5. It's gonna be bad Brad back on the table call. Caesar, what can he pick? Obviously I know he can't pick the 8. Was it the 10? Yeah, that's what I thought. All right, bad Brad. Anything but 10-8. Short's going to take the call. Watch me, 12.
Oh, my God. There's no way. There's no way in hell you just did that. There's no way in hell you just did that.
And Brad, baby. Brad, I'm sorry, man. I've seen this one before. You did a little bit of a two-splice. Yeah. Anyway, let's keep it going, Short. I'm sorry about that moment. It's just too much KT down the
too much KT's on fire. Call the starting card. Starting card.
No,
Come on, KT. Come on. Do it.
I'll guess an ammo card. Ammo card. Ammo card.
Start it up.
Ammo card. I don't know.
Eli says yellow 6. Bets are open of nothing because no
ammo card.
James joins up. Brad starts it. It's
Thank
not.
God.
Oh, Eli, you were close. Eli was close. Anyway, yellow 9, and KT doesn't win. What's the word?
I didn't hit on that one. No, I've hit enough. Yeah, Uno watch party.
Uno watch party. Yeah. His powers
parlay.
bounds. Anyways, yellow 9. Brad takes his time. It's about 30 seconds, and he's loading up his first move. And this is a pivotal one. 2-2 game 5 is a big one. Going up 3-2, being the first to go in position to win. And immediate, again, more switching from Brad. Goes ice cold on the top floor. Top dance floor here in Masquerade May. Ice cold floor. Here we go.
Yeah, a little bit of the...
James looking to respond to that. Does he have it? And immediately with the skip and a little bit of bot implosion. Just give it a second. Don't play it. Don't run it again. Don't run it again. Just wait. Let me see if it. Yep. Okay. Play your next card. Just likes to do that sometimes. Play your next card, James. Whenever you are ready.
He's ready.
There you go. Yep. Double. So quick double takes the lead right off the top, and that's definitely not a bad play. It gets snatched some momentum right off the top. And Brad they're both typing, and now Brad is loading up his next move, and he's going to go for the 5. James seems to have been ready with that, but now he stops, takes a moment, returns to the table, and what has he got here?
I'll take it over from short here.
And
wild.
Ooh, green wild.
Yeah, right now.
That's the third color in the first 2 minutes.
Right now, sure. What I'm seeing here is Brad is not afraid to iterate any kind of color switch early. Right, we could be fading these looks. We talk about fading the look; it's big. And I think what Ellison's wanting to do, I have a gut feeling, is force Brad into an uncompromised position early on a check. It's going to try to force Brad to get into some ammo that he may or may not want to use. There.
Oh my lord!
There it is.
You're on it. I don't even know what to say. I don't even know what to say anymore.
I've been around the block. That's all you need to say. Brad is probably going to kill me. That's the end. There's some more.
You out back with his bag of chips.
Oh man.
Oh,
but anyway,
here's James in +2, and he's looking for triple with that reverse. Staying green. Does he make a switch or does he close it out?
But that's what I'm saying. Sure, Brad did the double play, and James is thinking, okay, I can top that. Give you 2 cards because it was a double.
Make a switch into red. I'm looking for a quad.
Boom. This is exactly what James needs. Pushing the pace. He's trying to do air raid, but the difference is he's not giving the cards like Brad's is going +6 air raid. Ellison's playing is really tricky in a good way. He's giving a little bit more of a vibe look to say 2 classic. Little red reverse, throw it back on the switchboard, see if Brad wants to switch. Now, Brad, if you're looking here, he's probably thinking, all right, we can either test him or go back to that green as an end around. He's going to go 0 sugar. That's been a popular play. He's going to try to get there.
Yeah, all 3 colors with just about 3.5 minutes elapsed in this one. Already Pandora's. And going to keep that cherry red 0 sugar. And up to the 8 for James. And he's typing again. Brad's still taking his time. Interesting here from James typing here. Let's see.
Trying to push Brad.
See if that means anything or it's just a fluke, because that can happen sometimes if you accidentally start typing, then not. Then it makes it look like you're typing. Anyway, Brad goes 2 down with the 6. Now James down to 2. Okay. Missed a multiple. Missed a multiple of 2 there. With the missing 4, but that's all right. Nearing the ground floor now. What does Brad do with this?
Well, I think Brad's got a couple options here. He can either test him, or like I say, he's trying to go back to...
My goodness.
Never mind. Just take the call. I don't know what to say anymore. This is just ridiculous. I don't even know Brad's hand. This is just almost too predictable at this point. I said that earlier. He wanted to get back to the green isolation. There it is.
Yeah, well, they're both rolling with it. And James. Oh,
man.
So now this is check back to yellow. And
Brad drew up the yellow off the start. This could be interesting.
So is this 3-2 or did Brad find something? He did get a couple cards earlier. So +4? Nope, it's a 7. So that's it. Ellison up 3-2, and He forces
Oh
the
my
issue,
goodness.
and Brad couldn't respond, and Ellison is up 3-2 going into his final home
man.
game. 5 minutes 44 off the clock.
All right, Brad. My question to you is: well, you couldn't. Well, I don't know if you could hear me, but regardless, it seems like every single time Ellison's forcing you on those wilds, he's forcing you to play the ammo. Do you got to use a little more? Not even split ammo. Do you got to use the ammo timing a little bit better? That's really my only question for you, James. Once again, man, great work. You saw it off the top. Brad has been doing a 3-color strat all game, and you said, you know what? If he's going to keep cross-threading this junk, I'm going to save that wild to the end. Classic clean cut move to get to the game 7 or 6, excuse me, and possibly close it out. How have you been able to stay consistent knowing we're going to gamble on that the 3-color efficiency from Brad and use that as a plan A of attack? Brad, what do you got to do to use a little bit more of ammo correctly on those wilds? Because it's not split ammo. It's just more when can you time that ammo better when he plays the wild. It's been your biggest misstep so far. No power plays yet. And short, look, we talk about power plays. Brad's done a couple. We saw it against Cody in Tournament 1. He did all right against, who was it? Carson. Really good against Carson. But he's hit or miss. James, on the other hand, a little bit different, right? We don't know his power play usage. We know it's there. It's just when does he pull it? That's going to be the difference between winning and losing this series. James doing a great job. Phenomenal job. Brad, definitely right now on the ropes.
Yeah, Brad on the ropes for sure. Yeah, I mean, it was. He said he didn't not know how much better he could have played that. I don't think he could have played much better. Ellison just had the last word, and Brad didn't have anything to respond to that wild check. I mean, James just watching what Brad does and making moves to counter them where he can. I mean, that's all. That's without really giving anything up. That's the best you can say to that question.
All right, it's game 6. Short, please take the table call. I think the last one was 8 candles. James, what will it be? I'm going to take the game call. Big one here.
Yeah, so Caesar, if you could remind me what he can't pick here.
I got a feeling it's going to be OG, but who knows?
I know it's at least 8 since he just won on that, but I would prefer because I don't have a log. Yeah, 8,
Can't be
9, 11.
What is it going to be, OG, James?
Oh, 9, 11, 12, sorry. I think. Yeah, that was... Yeah. Don't want 12
You don't
anyway.
want 12
All right. So how many will it be? Oh,
It's OG.
7. OG.
There it is.
KT, you are on it today. My goodness. Bro picked it. You
KT
knew
Llamas.
it. You knew it.
I look, I know we're thinking. Anyway,
You give that man a
Thank
cookie. Yeah, you need a cookie. Yes, sir.
thank you very much. Thank you very much. Well, anyway, appreciate that. I'll take those cookies to go. Out of the oven. Anyway, James looking to pop the old cake, light the candles on his birthday. Can he do it?
Oatmeal raisin cookies kick ass. I will not. Yeah. Oatmeal raisin cookies are amazing. And anyone who doesn't is just immature.
I like him. I like him hot though. Like him hot. Gotta be hot.
Oh, yeah.
Gotta be hot. Can't be cold, man. I don't want no cold cookie. All right, here we go. James is in. We're waiting for Bad Brad. Big moment in the series. Bad Brad. I mean, what a crazy. If Bad Brad doesn't force it, we could have some crazy implications to talk about. Here's a green 1 start. James, this could go quick. Short. This is a 7-card sprint, or it's a finish. James Ellison with the first move. Now Brad can't cross thread like he does at home. But James running early.
Oh my goodness. Well, yeah, that's
this is the 7.
That's the second straight game he's
Oh
started off.
my word!
That's the second straight game he's done ammo off the top. It's not an uncommon play from him.
Remember, folks, there's no power play on the first turn of the game. Brad just got to sit and watch. James looking for potentially 4. He's got it.
Brad looking for number 4 on the season. After Final 4 run in March, Ellison looking for, that's 2 And yeah, he's looking for win number 2. Yeah, win number 2. So
Brad gonna run it clean with the Blues. A lot of stake. Brad gonna run it clean with the Blue. I like this play from Brad. I think it's a test. 7 cards though. You just don't know on these 7 cards. That's the switch James could have needed.
It's a huge deal
Oh
here.
boy.
7 card, or it could all go by in a blink of an eye.
Elimination games. James, of course, finding everything he needs. Brad has to think stop here. He's got to think stop. This is a pivotal moment. Does he have anything to think stop with, though? Does he have a +2? James, though, did run out. He elevated a little early, too, on that run. So Brad does have isolation looks if he needs back to blue. Green would be a risk. He's going to go he's going to go end around. There's the blue.
My goodness.
Beautiful. James, though, remember, power play open. What's he got? He's got the isolation. He saved some.
Clint play.
But he did save some. He did save some.
So we think.
No, he did, for sure.
Yeah. It appears. We'll see what he drops.
James looking for dose.
Imagine if he drops a reverse switch. That would be funny. Nope.
Okay, well, interesting. Brad, you got to think short 2 possible things. KT Classic or just he had the blue. Now the question becomes, can James finish it off right here? Big moment in the series. Nothing. Brad has a shot. Bradford check to force the G7. No. Draw City. Oh, it doesn't get much closer than this.
Ooh.
Who's got the biggest cojones downstairs? We're going to find out. Now it gets tense.
We got ourselves a good old-fashioned staring match. Who will blink first? Shoutouts to Signs.
Signs likes that one. Sure, we talk about this too with Super League. Look about this. Number 7 ranked player lost. Number 8 player's in hot water right now, which is not Monkey. DQ win. 10 went down. 11 went down. 13 went down. 17 went down. 18 went down. It's been chaos in the top 20. Brad now. Let's see what he can do on the 3s here from El. We talked about Ellison. He likes to fade this draw city and get into some cleaner. That was a blue 3 misplay, ironically. Okay. Now, Brad, is he comfortable on the draw city, or is he comfortable in saying, you know what? We could do a couple things here. We could go on some tricks here and go back to red and try to do ISO play and risk that, or is he comfortable to just say, let's run this draw city, force a switch on Ellison's side? Let's see. He's thinking and stopping. He's going to see. But you know what, Short? Even if Ellison does get the switch here, with power play, it's risky. It's a risky move. It's a risky move. With that power play open, neither one has used it. You can make a big splash right here. And there's the switch. Called it again. That's what Brad was looking for. The problem was, Short, with green, that's not the yellow that we thought was going to happen. It's a color we used before.
Let's see what happens. Oh, man.
Bad Brad. He got what he needs here. He got the switch. Have not seen any undercut strats in this game a lot. He's going to use the +4. There's the yellow. This could be the James look. Brad. Big +4 used. We haven't seen much lately. It comes up there. More +2s has been Brad's cup of tea. Or barbecue chips, as I like to say for him. James now 4 freshies in the tank. With that draw city, though, no one was truly close. James looking for a double to close it out right here. Maybe into a triple. There's the trips. Maybe quad to try to race the +4 in one turn. Saying, hey, Brad, that +4 was nice and all, but I'm about to race you right here. He's just going to do the classic. Okay. Try to limit the numbers, but But it's a new color short, and Brad's going to close it off. Ellison now hoping that he can get back into isolation here on the ones. Potentially his cup of tea could be green or blue. Let's see. We talked about the fade look too, though. We saw the +4 fade. Brad could have saved a green or a blue or a green. Ellison risk it. James looking for it. He's just going to hope that Brad switches now. Or is Brad? Okay, Brad's just going to play this one cool. Bad Brad playing this one nice and dandy here. Just want to make sure short. Oh my word, I think after this play, it's been 7 minutes short. You know what to do.
Oh, baby.
Oh boy, after this turn though.
Oh,
Never mind.
baby.
Hold the phone. Bad Brad he's going to get taken to his own medicine.
Oh my goodness.
Now +4, and Brad wanted this air raid shootout. He wanted this air raid shootout, and now he's going to have to fight fire with fire. Oh boy, unbelievable. There's the air raid shootout Brad wanted, and now he gets a taste of it back. Sure, I just don't know. There's the table check. What a move from Ellison right there. That was Bad Brad on the doorstep. Oh my word. Absolute ice in his veins. Ellison leads 4-5 now. Unbelievable. It feels like we're going a throwback style, KT Ashley or Andreas KT or Ghost Game.
Oh my goodness.
Bad Brad with the green. Remember, 4 freshies have been used both ways, so that could be an isolator for both. James could be content right here. Remember, power play is on the board for either player. I think Brad here, you wouldn't want to use it. I mean, if you're bad, you do not want to use that power play unless you absolutely have to. Try to force this into a Game 7 with both on the board. James looking to push. He's just going to push the greens more. Possession, James Ellison, looking for the 4-2 on his birthday.
Brad runs dry.
Bad Brad out of it. James for the check and the potential signature.
Nope.
But for Ellison, he still has the possession error. That's the big thing, short. He still has it. That's the kicker right now. It's the only difference separating these two.
Absolutely.
Is Bad Brad back to it? He's at 6. If he draws here. Do you want to push the pace now? This is interesting. It's a little bit of a pace fade game right here. Who pushes it first? Who doesn't? Nothing from Brad. Ellison, does he have anything here? We have to be top deck having right here. We got nothing. Neither player going to give an inch here. Both content in D City. Bad Brad. Talked about this a lot. He's been able to fade 3 colors all night. He's been able to handle it in certain regards. Certain regards he has not. What will Bad Brad do here? Or does he do anything and be content short? Being content's not the worst move in this situation.
See what he does. I think being content is definitely not the worst move at all. Seems neither of them has anything here.
Never mind. He's not content. He's going to pull the pin. Bad Brad. Now Bad Brad has the lead, but this is James. And James is on 2 color. That's
Grenade
big.
is exploding on him. A little bit.
This is exactly what Bad Brad needs. And now Badge is going to run it clean. Bad Brad looking for that Game 7 force. And James, on the other hand, trying to finish it right here. Does he have it? Does he have something right here? No. Bad Brad looking to run again. Why? Oh, no.
Why?
Bad Brad, top or heaven. Oh, no. Okay. Never mind. There's what he was needing. That's what he needed.
And Brad, that's
what he needed.
Bingo.
That's what Bad Brad ran to the wrong top floor. He was at the old top floor, and the bouncer said, "Not so fast, my friend. Where's your ID?"
Where's your
Fake ID, Brad. Can't get it done there. James looking clean.
No way.
Man, and this is the thing: is Bad Brad now is going to get a taste of his own medicine
again.
Oh, he's getting more than that. Here comes James. That's exactly what he needed. That red switch has given James life. One move from Brad. He thought he had it. It's slipping back into James' face. The pendulum swings. Unbelievable short. Just when you think Brad's got all the momentum, it just changed.
Yeah, that switch was massive, Caesar. No doubt about it. Top deck heaven found that 9.
Brad, unbelievable. He had the chance right there to potentially pull the dagger, and it's not happening. James not having that. Brad, nothing again. The draws. That's huge.
Yeah, this game, if it ends soon, it's gonna all come down to the fact that he found that he top decked that 9 and played. But I mean, that's only a retrospective error.
Problem is,
he found yellow. He found it.
He found a yellow. The only difference I'm going to say here, short, despite the yellow, is that sustainable enough with the yellow? Can he continue to run that yellow, and is it a yellow-red battle? How sustainable will this move be for Brad, or is it just true ISO into a classic? I don't mind the move. The question is, can he sustain it? Because we're starting to run a little bit more clean on the blue crib. We've seen Brad do a cross thread before, too. Don't rule that out. James needs some help here. Does he have a potential? 7 heaven right here.
He does!
It's red!
Back.
Oh, it's two-color, baby. That's what we're talking about.
That is huge.
Did Brad fade the 7? Look, he's going to run some more reds, though. Try to counter back with some fuel in the tank. James needed that red massive. James now. But he's good. He tried the ISO play. It was going to be a classic.
Well, I mean, it was for him.
Now it's interesting, but we don't think Brad had. Remember, Brad didn't have red, though. Is this?
So I think, if anything, that he was forcing a draw city, trying to, but it didn't work for him. I think that's
the only question
nothing
is
more you could say about that.
It works, though. It's going to work.
Oh, yeah, he just had that 7 off the top. I mean, he drew on that red 1. That he might have had that, then he had, I don't know, actually. Yeah, because he might have gotten that because James played the 4, Brad switched on the 4, so he might have picked up that red, and then James played the 4 to get him out, so he might have held on to that. So that 5 now a top decker, for sure.
Absolutely top deck cooker right there. Just making sure here.
I am watching.
No, we got time. We still got time. Another 90 seconds. We're good. Truly, it feels like a late game situation where we're going to play this one tooth and nail. No, we'll let the refs decide. Get that 12th man involved.
12th man, yeah.
Brad is from, he's close to Seattle.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Unbelievable. What a series. And there it is. Bad Brad lead. And it's almost the exact same scorecard, except Bad Brad now has possession arrow. What in the world is going on?
He doesn't.
Well, maybe.
If James plays.
That's funny, because after the table said Brad played and had it. Does James flip the script? No. That would have been something. Well, we're back to the OG start for James, and Bad Brad is 1 away from that. I just don't think either are content to switch off. That's the problem. They just don't know, because they know the blue and the greens are waiting. When do you switch? Okay, that's what Brad needed, I think. Just to kind of break the monotony of Draw City, get out of it a second, take a deep breath, back to 5.
That's just a blink. That's a wink. Just a wink.
James, does he go full? No, top floor. No more, just top floor. Brad, nothing. James now, does he get possession arrow right here? Looking for 5. Does James have
a top deck switch?
He does.
He does. Big.
Oh boy.
That is huge.
Big switch there. Now Bad
2 big
Brad,
switches
though.
from James here.
Bad Brad, not in the worst spot, though. Remember, Short, despite that interesting play, he's not in the worst spot, still down 1 possession. Not the bad spot to be in.
No, potential
James does
fair
have the
play
lead,
play made by James, yeah.
But the blue is still working. That I think is going to be the lock and key. This green could be a fade look. Great series so far. Both have been going at this tooth and nail. Probably one of the better series of this tournament. But there's a table check for Bryan.
He made the other one earlier on, so
He did the thing.
he did the thing. Oh my god.
Great job from Brad to scout it out.
Yeah, so now the table checks this series. Just to double check. Refs 3, players 2.
Man, this truly is KT Ashley all over again. Truly is. Brad looking for the double. Oh, well, he'll have it in a second. Oh. Okay,
double.
Brad, no finisher, though. He just wanted to get the possession lead. Okay. All right, so that's Brad with the trips to 3. Ellison now, new color. Reminder to the fans at home, power play whenever. James, +2. That's what he needs. Brad's back. James for the lead for sure here. Unless it's a... Yep, now he's got it for sure. James at 3. Brad tried. Now he gets a scoreboard flip. It's once again, James is content to just roll with whatever color given. Brad's trying to be aggressive, get this into his wheelhouse.
Clutch back and forth.
Huge table check and huge clutch back and forth on the ammo control. Very good. Brad forced it early, though. Let's see. Did Bad Brad force this one early? He's going to take his time here. Oh, man, almost a 20-minute game right here. Big, crucial game. Say, great move on the 0. That's great efficiency. The question is, does James Ellison do what he had to do? No, nothing. Can't run the yellow. That was a fade. Now, Brad potentially to tie it up right here. He got it. Bad Brad now with possession. James from behind for now. Oh, boy, but does James get top deck heaven again? He goes to blue. This is what I said. That was the lock key, I said. I said this was the lock key for one of those guys to finish on this blue. This could be a race to the finish right here. Did Brad need this with a potential closeout triple play? What a call that would be if he did it. If I get this right.
Imagine if he played on cue with the symbol. That would be really cool. +4 though.
Be
Back to green.
Bad Brad not wasting time looking for the Uno. It wasn't. I think this could be a big double finish here from Brad. It was the triple play. I think we're looking at here short. Risky to check it right here. I think he's got to finish it. Too risky. Oh, Bad Brad left the call.
For a second.
He's back in the call. That's the plus. There's the blue. Yeah, I was right. It was a different sequence.
Oh my good lord.
Oh my word, Brad. I'm sorry, man. I'm just knowing your moves ahead of time here. But regardless, there's the blue. Was that the blue kicker? And is that the blue kicker you ultimately were just waiting for? You were just trying to isolate the blue as much as you can. And I gotta attribute that win to Great Draw City right there, because I don't see how it was anything else other than Draw City got you a big win there. James, I thought you did a great job, man. Was it just one turn too short on the blue? Did you need a power play there? Oh man,
for both of them, we have a game 7 with both power plays on the board. How are you guys gonna find a way to utilize it to win this series? That's if there is a way, because We have gone 6 games without a power play. Just had a 19-minute game, and it's very interesting to see what they might try and do with this. I don't know if I'll get anything out of that, but I'll try.
Yeah. I think that's just more. I just want to know, Brad, what's your nerves on a scale of 1 to 10 right now? You've been in a Game 7 with Llamas before. You've technically been in a Game 7 with Carson, but the biggest one is the Llamas series where you had to come back from 3-1. What have you taken away? What have you learned as a person from that moment to get to this Game 7 now where you're finally going to be able to take your test as a more experienced, quote-unquote, rookie? At this point, rookies are just acting like sophomores and vets. Sure, we've seen incredible class management from the rookies. James, look, there's no beating around the bush here, man. This is the last game of the series, no matter what. It's been a rough, quite possibly the worst class in the series is the sophomores class. What do you got to do to put Brad in check here? Do you think you got to be more aggressive, just putting the ammo in, probably like a 7? To think much more about every move. All right. Well, that was 7 heaven for Brad. I know we got to keep it going because we do have a game at 7, and we also have the train. So we'll see what happens. Gresham will be key. Oh boy!
Game. And our next game.
Yep. Game at 7.
That's going to be delayed for sure.
No, at this point it is. We need a break. All right. It's Kevin. Yeah, it's Kevin. My name's
Kevin. Pod there,
anyway,
by the way.
There's the pod. Winner against JT. It's KT. It's Game 7. Boys, you know what we got to do. It's the summertime. We're in second. Shirt is off. And we are about to start this up. Shirt is off. It's KT Game 7.
Lord.
Here we go.
Oh,
Shirt's off. Caesar, please do the honors for Bad Brad. What can he pick and what he can't? Shirt's off, Chance. It's time to get good.
Oh, my goodness. Here we go.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, locked in so hard he left VC. Exactly. Oh, my.
It's getting good. We gotta do it, baby. We gotta do it.
What are we doing?
All right. Well, this time we're doing it right. Bad Brad, ready to get the call?
Right.
Doing it right, baby. Bad Brad, really thinking this one through, man. Is this going to be the classic full sender? Nah, it's going to go 11. Okay. Oh, my. The 7-11. The last call was 7. We're going 11. Does Ellison light 11 candles on his way to the cake? Does Bad Brad finish the job and use those 11 to potentially move up the rankings? We'll find out.
Power plays are on the board. This is going to be big.
This is it. Big moment. Brad's in. Ellison ready to join in. No power play on the first turn as always. James is in. We're locked and loaded. Bad Brad. James Ellison. Game 7. There's the ammo start. There it is. We've saved the best for last, says the robot. Oh, boy.
Always. Yeah,
Cashing in there.
Yes. Cash those checks.
Cashing those checks. Does Brad cash the final check, or does Ellison cash it with the cake in hand? Let's see. Bad Brad early, yellow 7. James looking to run. We talked about it. You said it. KT, aggression will be key. Let's see where that aggression will come in. Is it controlled or chaotic? Let's find out. Bad Brad early with the yellow 7. James now looking. Shirts off. What will it be? James really thinking and stopping turn 1. You can see every turn now short. It just means more.
Yeah, and well, yeah, this is the Game 7 pod, quite literally. Yoshi said it's very true. We had JT reverse sweep yesterday after going down 3-0 to Clint, so it's...
There's the first move from Brad. We saw it, sneaky on those cross threads. Yeah. He's going to be the first one to trigger.
Yeah, and it's a Game 7 comeback pod too, because 3-1 down for Brad, 3-0 down for JT. Big deal here. Both these guys, if Brad ends up advancing, it's going to be a battle of the comebacks.
Well, Brad was down 3-2 though. It was a 2-2.
3-2, yeah. 2-2, yeah, 3-2 it was, right. Not 3-1.
Ironically, though, Bad Brad was up 3-2 against him, and we all know what happens. That's kind of funny. But James is going to do that controlled aggression right off the bat. We talked about he's looking for the triple potentially here short. This could be controlled. This could be chaotic. We're going to find out right here. He's got the possession arrow back. This is chaotic. He's going for the chaos. James has the lead for sure on that triple. Brad, all he can do is just hope he runs, and he runs it clean and dry. Now the test will be for Brad. Does Brad think isolation to green or just test him right here? Let's see. It's blue, though. New color. Brad got to think this one through. James in a good spot right here. Brad looking for something right here to try to stop the monotony that is James Ellison. Bad Brad looking for it. He's going to test him. Okay. Smart move, sure, I think, to test James here. I think it's early to do something stupid. Don't want to give that fourth color up now.
Yeah, and Game 7 is not the place for anything stupid. Anything at all.
All right. Brad, content. James, I don't know. He's not been a guy to stay content. Oh, my God. He's not a guy. He's not content. He's not content.
He's going to find his way.
+4. This is true split ammo. That's 100% split ammo at its T.
At its
For
finest.
5. Yep, there's 5. But Brad, remember, the difference is Brad had played 3 cards. It's only at 12 now. It's not what he's thinking here. That's no problem. It's no problem. And just send me what you got to do. That's what Brad says. That's no problem. Green 0 sugar. Yep. Just you know what to do. You know what to do. Green 0. We talk about the 0 sugar to its finest. Bad Brad wanted to switch. I don't think Bad Brad's in a bad spot here now with 11 cards. He's trying to cook James a little bit harder. Bad taking his time. Ellison has been able to run it with that +4 early. Bad Brad thinking and stopping. Big time. Big old decision for Bad. You can see it. Brad not wasting time here. Tick-tock on the clock.
Ooh.
He said aggression will be key. This is really aggressive from Brad with the cross. He's going to go cross thread theory. This is a last year move for a guy that wasn't even in the league last year. That's something, and it's going to work.
This is the true watershed year of the league. I mean, you had way less at this time last year, and now that this rookie class is gonna soar because you just haven't seen them before, and they're not like your rookies in pro sports where they have to learn. They're already experienced. They're just rookies to this place.
Rookie by label. Yeah, that's it. Just a label. It's just a label to them. There's about solidly 20 rookies that legit will move. Maybe 25 that will legit move up next year. It is a big class.
Sophomore class
James
about
does
to go crazy.
Yep. And who knows what will happen with the sophomores? They've been the bottom of the barrel this year. Not too far behind is unfortunately the Legends.
That's true.
Bad Brad. Ooh, split from Brad. Split Bad Brad ammo. He's got himself back in the building. Used that +4 and said, all right, game's over. Let's run it here. James, in the yellow. James in the yellow. Bad switched off the green to yellow. He did switch off it. Will be from Bad. Nothing. This is what Ellison needed. Oh, boy, sure. That's exactly what James needed. Momentum back into possession of James Ellison. And once again, short, as we go yellow 4, it's that time of the month again. Ref time.
Oh, no, that is true. I'll let Brad play.
Yeah, Bad's going to put the... Oh, Bad with the P aggression. Oh, my word.
It's always
This
even.
is almost... These guys are just going senders on this with no table. They got some... Yeah.
Okay.
That's enough. No Bad to the bone there. He didn't win you. Nothing from James. Brad Ellison doesn't get much better than that. 5 up on a 5. Does Brad have nothing?
Oh, bad.
No. We're going back right now. For now, let's see if Ellison checks out here. Man, what a series. These guys have put on a show. This has been one of the better series of this first round. Both guys have been playing as well. They play, ironically, similar yet different. And there's the switch. James, not too far away from it, back to 4. Brad, now down 2. Brad going to run it. Here comes James for Trace. Power play on the board, of course.
Still both with them. You could be headed that way. It's just they got to find the right time to use them if they're going to, because if it backfires, it can backfire huge.
Oh, that's just James, just a double play, nothing special there. Bad Brad, more cards. That's about it. Bad Brad here. Interesting spot. I think he's ripping the Band-Aid off if he has it. But he's going to play it cool. James looking for it right here. James Ellison, on his birthday, is this game. No, it's not. It's check. Check from...
Uno.
Okay, well, Brad, now it's decision time. No power play for Brad. He draws James for the game 7. And the clincher. Does he knock Brad out of the first round in 7? James Ellison.
Oh!
Brad now content to draw back short. You don't make a stupid move right here. You stay content. That's fine.
Okay. Fair play.
That's a good move.
Fair play. Probably was... I don't know. Maybe he knew. He probably didn't want to leave a skip open there, I guess.
Risky. I mean, there's only a couple... All right, enough of that. There's only a couple guys that do that anyway. Let's see. This is Ellison once again. Get this back into... Check. No. Now bad Brad's content here. He can run this back as far as he wants and just stay clean. There's nothing he needs to do right here. Yep, that's a smart move. There's just nothing you need to do. Just run this one clean. And he knows what to do. You can't force the switch. Why force it?
Exactly.
Play this one clean and cool. James's turn. He's gonna just draw. See, that's it. Now we're going back to draw city.
Exactly.
Maybe, but
potentially.
I'd be stunned if we see something right here. This is a game 7 moment. I know Yoshi joined us. He'll be at our next game. We're gonna need him more for that. Never mind. Is this James Ellison?
Oh.
Is this going to be a little top deck magic right here?
Hold on. Okay, just a
double.
He was probably looking for that closer. That you definitely don't want to leave any ammo open this late.
Well, that's what Brad did. Bad Brad did the same exact move, so not a big deal. Not a big deal, and Brad's going to be content to draw. James, like I said, great job of just understanding not to leave certain things open. Well, this is going to be interesting from Bad here.
Bad Brad.
Man, they're just going to draw it back.
Probably getting some bad draws.
Well, right now, I'm just looking right out short. This is truly going to be a game of patience. It's a virtue. That's really the key. Who has the most
Absolutely.
patience
Yep.
is going to win this game. I just don't know if Brad right now wants to be too patient though. That's the thing. Is when you pull the pin may not matter in this series. Because if we're talking about air raid offense and air raid being the style for Brad, maybe pulling the pin early wasn't the right move. But at a certain point, do you have to revert back? I don't know. This is interesting. Looking more at a juxtaposition. More of a juxtaposition.
Really see what happens.
And see you there.
See you there. Oh, boy.
All right, let's see. We'll see who'll see you there at the end of this.
See you there.
Oh, my goodness, Lord. All right. James about to make the turn here. Oh, my goodness. James gets the +4.
Oh, my.
Oh, man. What a turn of events. What a turn of events.
Just a double. One down.
Just a double. I mean, now Bad Brad, he's got plenty of options here. You can think isolation play. You can go back to that. Interesting +4 usage. Interesting indeed. We'll let Bad Brad play the turn here.
Oh,
Never mind. Thanks, Brad.
He did the thing.
Bad Brad now has multiple options here. He's going to just use the +4 and just fire.
Cancels it out.
And he does the plus. That air raid. Saw that coming. Air raid move. Brad's still behind three. Well, potentially 4 now because new cards. I'm thinking 4 here's the right move to say.
Trying to keep unbelievable, the streak alive.
Well, you know, Bad is
I love how you're calling him bad.
Bad Brad, baby. James is looking for
calling him by bad, not Brad.
Yeah, that's his name.
Bad. Perfect.
Wow. Okay. This is incredibly interesting. Bad Brad with the green. This is the sideburn look. That's
a KT. That's a KT move right there. Not a classic, but
it is.
Whoa! Oh, that's some frustration from James there. Yeah, I think he's been frustrated all night. Really. I mean, Brad has had answers in a lot of senses, and
Bad Brad done a good job all night, man. James back to 9. Bad Brad on the doorstep with a little bit of a clint play. Classic. James still leads somehow through this all, though. You can play here. Whoa!
Not a power play. Whoa! Wow.
Oh, because he did double P. Okay, yeah, he just missed a misplay.
Not a power play.
Yeah, we're gonna need a solid hour here at this rate.
Bad Brad.
Thanks, Caesar. Not wasting time is Bad Brad. Here comes James looking to get back to 8. James Ellison. What a series. He's done a good job. Man, what a series. What a series. All right. Well, James, nothing there. It's just Bad Brad can run these greens now short. That's what he wants. It's exactly what he's looking.
What? This is another. I was about to say this is another war of endurance, but there's just been a lot.
What is going on? A lot of light switching here. Bad Brad is absolutely. You in 5. Whoa. You know, Caesar. There's somebody called Brad Bender. I think that's what Brad's going for here. He's going for those big ball bender right there, boy. You know what I'm talking about. This is Bad Brad. Huge cojones downstairs. Boy, oh boy.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. You know what I mean. Man, on the slicks and the reins right here. Let's see. Regardless, though, Bad Brad is playing it risky. James gets bailed out. Unbelievable. Short, have you ever? I mean, we're seeing some insane things this Game 7. Bad Brad is throwing caution to the wind. James Ellison's not getting what he needs, but has found a way to get back thanks to Bad's yellow.
Yeah, I mean, what more can you say? Game 7 between these two, definitely. Pull out all the stops. They've been pulling out the pins. Plenty.
Pins have been pulled. Pins have been pulled.
Pins are being
Buttons
pulled.
have been. Yeah, pins have been pulled. The buttons are off the shirts now. My shirt is off. This has been an incredible game. There's Bad with the double. Oh, man. Double B's out there looking good for Bad. James now. I mean, at this
James
point,
Ellison.
it's going to come down to, does James think this is just a classic 1-2 when he fades into a draw? That's all I can think of. He's going to cut him off.
Whoa.
That's risky. The red had not been seen in a hot second. Brad's sticking with it. Well, Brad, try to go for the potential switchback isolation. James just seems like he's throwing a little caution to the old wind here. That's a check right there. That's a check. It's a check and a half. Bad Brad all of a sudden with the blue wild. Boy, oh boy. What would it be? Blue +2. James, I think, kept it alive right there, Short.
Oh my goodness.
Great move from James. He saved that +2 effectively. Bad's got to think about this one again with 2 extra. Unbelievable. Brad was trying to get there and he couldn't do it. But he's going to wait. You know, good call from Brad to play it cool. Does Ellison have more blues? The risk here is isolation back to red. That would be the ultimate kicker. That would be the ultimate kicker. ISO to red. Right now, both are content. What a series. Both have gone back and forth here. No inches given. You take a little bit, we're going to take a mile and then some. Great commentary. Great team here. I want to thank Caesar, of course, for ref and Short.
Into
I just
red.
nailed down the...
You
Nailed
don't get
it!
to thank
Nailed it.
anyone.
I got that. I'm taking a bow on that one.
No.
Bad Brad with the KT!
Wow. Wow.
He does the classic. Unbelievable.
That's
The sequence.
Uno.
What?
Not Uno yet. It's not Uno yet. Chill.
No, but we are fast approaching that. You know what time of the month is.
Oh my god.
No way.
No way.
But James has the blue. Oh my word! Bad tried. James has found it. Unbelievable. Brad out of options. I mean, he's had every option. What a series. What a series. Both have been putting on an absolute splendid show. Power play still on the board. James is going to draw, though.
Here comes some exposure. It's equal
Once
again.
again,
Good lord.
unbelievable. No one can get away from each other. It's been a classic one.
And that's just a testament to how well they've controlled their
Oh
ammo. They
my
haven't varied
goodness.
them too much.
It's like they're mirror driving now, Caesar. Colors, efficiency's been on point. They're running dry. It's truly a game where you can just sense and feel the air. You can see the air. Brad, I believe, does not have possession there. It's James, somehow.
Yeah, it is James.
James
unless he
looking for
draws,
4.
then it's even. It's whoever plays next. Because James drew last, so nobody's got possession arrow until someone plays.
I mean, we've seen a little bit of everything in this game. James looking for 4. Maybe. Looking for 3, potentially. Does he have the switch? He does the dose.
Oh. My goodness.
James Ellison for Doe. You got it. Now it's not the finish. But now Brad, ironically, is down 4 possessions. Just like that. Scoreboard flipper and a half without any ammo cards. That's interesting. What a series. Both are going back and forth. This is incredible gameplay. Oh, man. Oh, baby. We firing here. James Ellison looking for check. Does James have check? No. Brad content again. Brad content again. Just run these reds like he did earlier. Jeez. They're looking for, I think, that smoky yellow. Look at that smoky yellow, man. They're looking for it. Looking for that sunshine. Looking for that sunshine right now. Bad Brad James run this one clean, but James big time leading the scoreboard. Here's James loading up.
What?
He gets the dose. The top deck city.
Oh my good lord. This is crazy.
Brad has to think again. He's got to do it again all over. Once again, 6-2, just like we left off. Oh, man. Craziness. Both guys. James looking for Uno. Or is this a potential winner right here? Power play open. What's it going to be? James Ellison. I think this has got to be check here. All right, enough of that. What will be from James? Looking for the potential check or a winner. He didn't come. He had the winner.
What are we doing? What are we doing? No way.
He had the
No
winner.
way.
Oh my god. Dang
No,
bot sold me.
you didn't put that P.
You're good to play though.
It was not the bot in the slightest. I'm gonna be real with you. I'm sorry, but it was not.
Well, James still plays though. Well,
Yeah,
you'll
James,
be
you can play that card regardless, or if you have something else to play instead.
I mean, this is the game 7, man. The pressure starts to live up to it now, and James will play that card, no doubt. I mean, it's guaranteed at this point. Yeah, there it is.
And it continues now.
Continues. Bad Brad gets a bailout. But he's got to think now. Brad's got to think here. You never know. Oh, man. But why would... Brad is risking it back to yellow. Oh, my word. He's going to get away with it, though. Unbelievable. He gets away with it.
Hey, KT,
Ellison to 4.
You know what Bad Brad is doing?
What?
He is cooking that pepperoni.
Well, we'll see what he does. James is out of yellow. This could be a crazy win if Brad gets it done.
2 checks, and yeah, this feels like you against Alan. Those checks having the answers. But again,
Thing with Brad though,
yeah,
risky switch. I mean, it's a risky switch. He's going with the risk switch.
High risk, high reward, right?
That's all he's going for. James can't have anything. Brad for the potential check of his own. That's
Power
game.
Play. Oh,
that's game. That's game. That's a crazy way for Bad Brad to get it done. Oh, Brad almost blew it.
He almost blew it as the music started. James,
what are we doing?
What are we doing?
What are we doing?
Brad almost blew it. Oh my goodness, Lord.
No way.
Oh my god.
Oh my
Uno.
word. Oh my word.
You can't do
Ah.
that.
Unbelievable. What?
Probably didn't have green.
Yeah. No, yeah, that's what he meant. No point. Bad Brad gets it done in one of the most craziest finishes of all time. James had the game. 27 minutes. Unbelievable. Yeah, I would too. That's a heartbreaker, man.
That is
Oh boy.
that is something.
I thought Brad forgot the. Oh my word. Brad somehow forgot the table.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh man.
well, I look up here that you gotta obviously say, oh god, yeah. So that was a finisher, right? Though that botched double command there.
No, he had the win. Yeah, I mean, he had a one. Brad, you kind of got a second
bailout.
life there, man.
Massive
bailout. Massive bailout. Probably should have lost this series.
James is gone.
Yeah, I know. Talk to me about how you stuck with it through 20 an endurance battle that it just seemed like both of you guys knew what each other was going. I knew half the moves, it seemed like at times. How did you stay through the weeds there? Was able to take care of business? Oh, man.
Baby. Unbelievable stuff, man.
Well, we don't have any question for Ellison, but Caesar, your thoughts on this game, man? Yeah. Short, your final thoughts on this game. What is it? Both guys just want to just put on a battle, and it just seemed like Brad got a little help. Yeah, I just kept trying to force draws.
That's
risky,
man. Ellison, man. That was like I feel bad for Ellison, man. I really.
It's gonna be a game 8 still.
I
well,
know.
Brad, I don't blame you. I don't blame you.
Yeah, Ellison and 8, like, start being New York fans. Ellison and 8. No, but that's a really tough way to go out for Ellison. I mean,
he had it.
He definitely needed it. He had it. He had win number 2 in his grasp, and it just was not. It wasn't it. It just forgot to press play.
Well, this is what we talked about.
I mean.
We talk about this all the time. Oh, we talk about this all the time, Caesar. We saw with Varigola. You gotta single the move. You can't. Why even double it in that situation? Play the skip, play the Uno, and get the win. That's all you gotta do. And that simple mistake in a game 7, that's what separates the best from the best, man.
Okay, I'll say though, there are situations where doubling is a good move. Like when you're trying to skirt by someone's power play, like if someone makes a defensive call, obviously not in this situation as it is pertinent, but it can be a useful tool to double those commands. Like say if you have a 6-bagger to finish and they have a power play in the back pocket, you wanna double those commands quickly because that'll lessen the chances that you'll be stopped in your tracks. Now, obviously for Ellison, probably should have just done the skip and won, but I mean it's for some players like him and it's players like me, I always double my commands no matter what. It's just a habit of mine. So it's definitely not a terrible move to double, but yeah, definitely. And there's nothing saying you could have like stopped and checked it. Like you're in a clutch situation, you want to make sure you have it right because if it's wrong like it was, it can go sideways on you, and it did for Ellison tonight.
That's how the nature of the beast is in this league, man. 1 hour 26 minutes, 11th longest series of all time. Unbelievable. This definitely felt like a Art Acosta series we saw, but it is bad Brad getting the win. There's the pod. Unbelievable. JT versus Brad, the 2-7. No matter what, it'll be a 3-11, or do we get a 14-11 tomorrow? Who knows with England season?
Another one?
That could be wild. And then the schedule, we'll have Vapor Leah. That is nowhere to be found right now. We're looking at probably, at this point, closer to 8 o'clock. We'll see at 8. Kev, Shear, and G will have to take a back seat probably around 9:15. We'll give them 15 minutes. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah, they're none anyway.
or non-stream. What a series. For everybody here at Uno MRE, want to thank Bad Brad for being the master chef. He'll give us his quote in a second. Thanks, Ellison, for happy birthday to him despite the loss. What an effort. I mean, no one thought he'd even legit have a chance. So that's a big win for Bad Brad. But I think a bigger statement for Ellison. He was one turn away. For short, myself, thank Caesar's reffing as well. Incredible match. Both guys know what was going on tonight. They both knew each other's moves like the back of their hand. But ultimately, it was Chef Bad Brad cooking up some barbecue in the back with a little bit of bailout special to get the job done and topping it off with some fresh curry at the end. Bad Brad gets it done. We'll see you tonight, Vapor Leah, around 8 o'clock, and then we'll see you tomorrow, bright and early. Rise with Uno MRE at 10 a.m. Seth H. as well, coming up tomorrow morning, Friday style. Good night, everybody. We'll see you at 8 o'clock.